Traveling is one of the best experiences in life. It allows us to explore new places, meet interesting people, and learn about different cultures. Today, I want to share the story of the most amazing trip I have ever taken. It all started last summer, when I decided to visit the mountains. I had always dreamed of escaping the busy city and enjoying nature. After weeks of planning, I finally packed my bags and set off on my adventure. The excitement was overwhelming as I arrived. The fresh mountain air and breathtaking views instantly made me feel at peace. The first day was all about exploring. I went hiking through dense forests, listening to the sound of birds and the rustling leaves. The trail led me to a stunning waterfall where I sat for hours, simply enjoying the beauty of nature. The water was so clear that I could see fish swimming. I also discovered a hidden cave nearby, where ancient drawings covered the walls, telling stories of people who had lived there centuries ago. In the evening, I found a cozy cabin to stay in. The fireplace crackled, filling the room with warmth, and I sipped on a cup of hot chocolate. It was the perfect way to relax after a long day of adventure. As I sat by the window, I watched the sunset behind the mountains, painting the sky with shades of orange and purple. It was a breathtaking sight that I will never forget. The next morning, I decided to try something new: paragliding. At first, I was nervous. But as soon as I took off, all my fears disappeared. Flying above the mountains, with the wind in my face and the world below me, was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. The view from above was simply mesmerizing. I could see endless green valleys, winding rivers, and tiny houses nestled in the hills. Later, I visited a small village, where the locals welcomed me with open arms. They shared stories, taught me a few words in their language, and even invited me to try their traditional food. I tasted a delicious homemade dish made with fresh ingredients from the mountains. It was unlike anything I had ever eaten before. One of the villagers invited me to join a cultural festival happening that evening, where people gathered to sing, dance, and celebrate their traditions. One of the most unforgettable moments of my trip happened on my last night. I sat under the starry sky, away from the city lights, and watched the Milky Way stretch across the sky. It was a magical moment that made me realize how beautiful and vast the world is. I even saw a shooting star and made a wish, hoping for more adventures in the future. As I packed my bags to leave, I felt a deep sense of gratitude. This trip taught me the importance of stepping out of my comfort zone and embracing new experiences. I returned home with not only memories, but also a fresh perspective on life. Since then, I have been planning my next adventure, excited to explore more of the world. Have you ever been on a trip that changed your life? If not, I highly recommend packing your bags and setting out on an adventure. You never know what incredible experiences are waiting for you. That's it for today's episode. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and keep practicing. See you next time.